Hey everybody, BigBlackHatMan here, and today I'm presenting another episode of On a Budget. Yep, 2 in a row. We won't have another one for a while. I haven't written any lately, but once again, special thanks to all my friends, and I hope you enjoy this little presentation.
Welcome, boys and girls, to this week's installment of the Dashing Dandy Dapper Dan Daring Show, starring Dashing Dandy Dapper Dan Daring with his reliable steed, Dodger the Dependable. This week's episode is entitled Vacation Hijinks, so sit down with those lassos and hats and enjoy this fantastic adventure. We open to the bank of that mildly annoying character, Snivelly Bottom Feeder.
That was a pretty meek insult by your standards.
A meek insult is best for a meek person.
You jerk! Anyway, Harold, we must examine why my last brilliant plan failed to destroy Dan and his friends. Now, the plan was to draw them all to the abandoned mine and trap them while we run roughshod all over the town.
Boss, that sure was a firecracker of a plan.
Yes! How the plan was supposed to work was that I would trick them into running into the mine by kidnapping and throwing Dolly into the mine. Here is where things started to go wrong. It turns out that Dolly's a bit massive to throw anywhere. So I returned to tell you we need to rethink things a little. Perhaps you could enlighten me on what happened next.
I know. I accidentally pushed the boulder down the hill at you that was meant to trap Dan and his friends. You were forced to jump off the 20-foot drop-off and get away. But luckily that patch of cactus was there to break your fall.
Well, it's good to see you are learning. You are a dunderhead. You could have killed me. I'll be picking nettles out for a year. Here is a new plan. It involves dynamite and a certain office of yours used for waste disposal. Don't forget the short wick, you stupid! This isn't over yet, Harold. Come in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bodenfetter. I need to have a word with you.
Ah, Mr. Bootlicker. How is our distinguished chairman, Mr. Angus E. Vile, and what can I do for you?
Well, sir, it has come to Mr. Vile's attention that you have not yet taken your 1-week vacation for this quarter. We fought very hard for that right and do not wish for anyone to jeopardize it. So you must leave for 1-week vacation.
Break sounds nice right about now, but if I leave, that means Harold is in charge of evil undertakings.
It will only be a week, Mr. Bodenfetter. How badly could he screw it up?
Harold! Harold, are you listening to this?
Sorry, boss. I just got sort of blacked out. I do that sometimes.
I know. I'm on vacation for 1 week. You must maintain the level of evil in this town. Can you handle it?
No problem. I'm on it right away.
Does he know he left without pants?
It's hard to say.
In a sunny field, our hero and his beautiful girlfriend... Wait, can we get sued for lies like this? No? Okay. Our hero and his beautiful girlfriend have a picnic and speculate on their future.
Oh, Dashing Dandy Dapper Dan Daring. It is such a lovely day. The world's problems seem so far away. This was so wonderful of you.
Well, I knew it would get you off my back, and I have it from a reliable source that Bottom Feeder is on vacation.
Oh, you say the sweetest things, you know. Spring is the time for lovers. Does this sundress give you any ideas?
Yes, it reminds me that I need to get Dodger a new blanket. Thanks for the reminder, Dolly.
Okay, but does it make you think of anything else when I move like this?
Yes, Dodger could also use a good grooming.
Oh, do you ever think of anything but that stupid horse?
Dolly, my dear, there's no need for you to be jealous of Dodger. We are just friends, and I have feelings for you that resemble love. Besides, he's not stupid. He may be the smartest horse in the whole country. What are you looking for?
My 2x4.
Why?
Sneak attack!
Harold, what are you doing? Why did you crash headlong into that boulder?
I was aiming for you. I am subbing for the boss. I tell you that planning is hard, especially against an Adonis like you.
Well, we were just leaving. It's the perfect end to the perfect date.
Way to look on the sunny side, Dolly.
Oh, shut up, Dan.
Outside of the local saloon. What do you mean asking me if I'm drinking on the job? I am a professional. I would never do such a thing. Unless that old Coop Frank was buying. Go to the scene. I can't take it.
Thanks, Frank. I really needed a day away from the house and Dan. Did you know that Dashing Dandy Dapper Dan does not really have a fabulous head of hair? It's a toupee! I have to comb it out for him. He would kill me if he knew I told you. It's pretty funny, though. I wonder how my wife is doing with the kids. It's been a little better for her since her mom moved in. Of course, that old bat hates my guts. Blah, blah, blah. That's true. We could hook her up with bottom feeder. That jerk never even gave me my back pay. So I can't think of anything more appropriate to do to him. Ha ha ha! Harold? Where's Harold?
Please help me.
Harold? How did you get hung up in that tree by your leg?
Well, I was subbing for the boss while he's on vacation. I was going to set a trap for you guys, and it sort of backfired. Could you cut me down?
Wow! That was a great knife throw. You cut the rope easy as can be. Yeah, I'm sure Harold's little toe will heal after he comes to. Let's go home. That's the funniest joke I've ever heard. I feel bad for anybody who missed that.
Oh, my head. I need coffee. Yeah, sure, the lines. In a lavish livestock pen, our hero's steeds take a little time to themselves. Does anyone have any aspirin?
Nay! Eha! Nay! Eha! Nay! Eha! Nay!
Stop! I was going to attack you, but I have to just put an end to this. Dodger, I do not think that Chester is inferring that continental court systems are necessarily superior to our own common law. He is just implying that it carries its own advantages.
Eha!
But Chester, you must concede the point that our current system is much less likely to convict an innocent man. But using an example of corruption through financial means seems like it would be applicable at either system and not a truly valid argument.
Nay!
I'm glad I could help settle that.
Ow!
That hurt. Why did you kick me, Dodger?
Nay!
Fair enough. I was planning an attack. I'll go now.
Meanwhile, back at the bank...
Oh.
It's all right, Harold. You're just a henchman. Mr. Bodomfetter did not expect you to succeed. He has not defeated Dashing Dandy Dapper Dan Daring either, and certainly did not expect you to get the job done.
Thank you for all your kind words, Mr. Bootlicker. I guess you understand being Mr. Angus E. Vile's henchman.
Of course, and I have consoled Mr. Vile many times after he was soundly whipped by Singing Stan.
His arch rivals named Singing Stan?
Actually, it's spectacular, superb Singing Stan superlative, which is even harder than your alliterative hero. I think his mother must have secretly hated him.
Well, I have one more ace in the hole. The boss started working on his plan at one time and decided against it because we figured I would screw it up. Well, if it is going to get screwed up, I'm the man for the job.
That's the wisest thing you've ever said, Hal.
Outside of the courthouse, a huge ruckus has been stirred up. Hey, down in front, I can't see. How can I announce properly if I can't see? Well, I assume it's quite thrilling.
Hold it right there, dumb Dan. Boss would be so proud. I have the whole courthouse wired with dynamite and will blow it up if you come any closer.
Be careful, everyone. He has a hook to a short fuse. Harold, if you set that off, you will go too.
I don't care. I am tired of being the target for abuse. I will get the money and respect I deserve, or the courthouse will go up.
I think it's got out of control somehow.
Father, I don't think whores and whiskey are very helpful right now.
It couldn't hurt.
Now, Harold, calm down. What will it take to get you away from that fuse?
I hadn't really thought about that. $50 and no one can call me dumb or stupid or ignorant for a whole month. Wait, boss would demand more. I changed my mind. I want $200 in a year.
Well, Harold, I'd like to help, but your fuse doesn't lead anywhere.
Oh, shoot. I might have pulled it out by accident. Hey, it is still hooked up.
He will be out for a while.
Nay!
Yes, this did get a little crazy.
In a way of wrapping up this worst of all possible stories up to this point, I direct you to the jail and care little about what happens when you get inside. They are probably just going to fire me for getting drunk on the job anyway.
Hello, Dippy Dan. I understand you have my henchman in here.
Yes, we do, bottom feeder. He rigged explosives to the whole courthouse, so we had to arrest him.
Did you check his dynamite? He often gets dynamite and regular sticks mixed up.
Huh. That explains why it failed to go off when old-timer Frank lit up his victory cigar around it.
You think Frank would have given up that after the last victory cigar incident?
He's convinced the town is better off with Junior and wants to start a rival paper proclaiming it regardless of the facts. The truth is, Junior kisses his rear end since he is rich.
Politics as usual. May I speak with Harold?
Oh, you can take him. We figure he'll be fine now that you're back.
Boss, I'm sorry. I had failed to do any evil at all.
Well, it worked out okay, Harold. I mean, this is where I usually end up after one of my evil schemes. Here or in Traction. Come on, I'll get you some candy on the way home.
Oh boy, can we go look at the ponies too?
Don't push your luck. Heck, I can't stay mad at you. Sure.
I think those two have a weird relationship.
Nay.
Yeah, you two have a lot of room to talk.
And that's it for this week's exciting adventure of Dashing Dandy Dapper Dan Daring, you faithful buckaroos. Tune in next time for more excitement, thrills, and
Nay.
and Dodger the Dependable. Happy trails, and watch out for those rough patches.
How the plan was supposed to work was that I would trick them into running to the mine by kidnapping and throwing... Pardon me. Yes, how the plan was supposed to work was that I would trick them into running into the...
Mine.
Mine.
M-I-N-E, mine.
We'll see, my original word was K, that's what I'm screwing up.